Okay, so because yesterday the news feed was not working, it's gonna be a long one. Wow, there's an old safe behind Granddad's portrait. We just don't know the code to open it. Sometimes I think living at your house is more interesting than being in a reality show. Super Butler's new mission: make sure our house becomes a historical heritage site. He's got this. Of course he does. He never gives up. The article featuring my ancestor Charles Barrow is out. It's on the front page of today's paper. It's a shame the journalist didn't stop by my shop. My items are older than your ancestor. Wow. I read the journal. Guys, this is going to be the article of the year. Charles Barrow was incredible. I'm sure it will be. We lit the fireplace in the living room. The cat's excited, which is strange. They don't like fire. Good for them. Open fires are dangerous, so I hope you have a fire extinguisher handy. I wanted to be a chimney sweep after I read a book about one when I was little. What did you want to be? I wanted to be a genius. I just didn't know that it wasn't a profession. I really liked the parquet Austin and William laid in the living room. Anyone up for a dance party? If you're planning on throwing a dance party instead of a nice banquet, count me out. Friends, never rush buying parquet. It's as important as picking the right person to propose to. Jeb, we're renovating the living room. Any advice on picking out parquet? Look how happy Dad is. Aww. A surprise find. We found Granddad's saxophone in with the trash in the living room. I'm happy for you. If you don't want it, I'll be happy to buy it. Am I going to be the old fashioned like my dad, getting attached to and refusing to let go of things? There's nothing wrong with that. They help preserve the memory of the past. Dear friends, I'm expanding my business, so I'm ready to buy any big antiquities you have. Would a large sofa do? It's ancient. Great granddad used to sit on it. I wish you offered a statue, but I'd take a look at the sofa too. A stroke of luck. I got my hands on Charles Barrow's journal. More news to come. I can't wait to read your article. Dad made a list of great granddad's adventures, so stop by. Great, I'll be right over. Hooray! Dad and I dug through some debris and found great granddad's traveling journal. What debris? Did your house collapse? I knew Austin had a thing about white shirts, but I didn't know having 20 could be so practical. What's practical about it? I think it's called an obsession. There are things you shouldn't see. It's safer to keep them in the dark. I think it's important to be honest. The truth always comes out. Are you talking about some terrible family secret? I'm talking about our living room. The light shows how old and dusty things are in there. I'm off to a botanical conference. I won't answer my phone if I'm giving or listening to a speech. Please don't tell the cream of the scientific crop that I mistook the middle mist for a fly trap. Santa will have trouble squeezing through our old fireplace. We haven't cleaned it in years. What's stopping you? Call the local repair service. They'll fix that in no time. The living room is the heart of the home. Ours doesn't look like the part, though. That's because of the kerosene lamps. Things will change when we screw in some light bulbs. Or not. Hmm. I'm writing a great story about Charles Barrow, a famous traveler and hero. Sounds familiar. I'm sure I've heard that name before, though I'm not into travelers or heroes. Maybe you restored his monument? I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any avant-garde monuments in town. What a shame. I was victorious today, so why do I feel like listening to sad music and forgetting it all? That's always what happens after a big success like that. You'll feel much better tomorrow. Has it ever happened to you? Of course, I'm not made of stone, but we always pull ourselves together, right, Kate? The Middle Mist, the world's rarest flower, was the star of the flower festival. Ellen, okay, so yeah, I guess I read all of it. Wow. So it took like about almost 5 minutes. Okay, so level 267. Okay, I was kind of close to winning the level. You don't need a code to open it, you need a song. I could have it open in 10 minutes. Well, writing about old vases isn't as exciting as writing about someone's adventure filled life. Wow, I'm looking forward to something epic. Of course, Jeb, safety comes first. Even Sparkles knows that. I wanted to sell cotton candy and give it to polite kids for free. Stephanie, it's going to be a very nice party with waltzes and the Charleston. It's all about the wood. Beechwood, pine, and oak are good for the living rooms. Don't forget to lacquer. I really am. Finding an old friend has me ready to start playing again. Of course I want it. I'm planning to entertain the family with it. Why would you throw old things away? I guess you've never heard of vintage. The statue is a definite no. No, no, we were just organizing books in the living room. It's simple. White shirts get dirty pretty quickly, and you don't have to do laundry every day. I was wrong too, but at the end of the day, we both have of them. We have both of them. Thanks, but we'll take care of it ourselves. I have a sweep uniform, and that's half the battle. Oh. No way, there will be no saws in my living room. Old vases can be interesting too. I'll give that a try. What's that naughty cat doesn't know is good manners. He stole another ball of yarn. I'm still little and I want to be a superhero and it's going to happen. In that case, I mean, I haven't worn my dance shoes in forever. I already proposed to the right woman, but thanks for your tips in the parquet. Sounds good. Dad, let's form a band and call it the Butlers. We'll tour the world. Hooray, we'll finally get to play some jazz. That's what I'm going to tell Olivia. They're vintage, not trash. Did you happen to find Grandma Gerda's notes about plants? I'd love to see them. I think overalls would be way more practical. Just saying. Oh, yes, uniforms don't make anyone a professional. I hope Andy doesn't have anything urgent at the moment. I think he was planning on attending a Cubist Nihilist symposium. Good morning, Andy. I hope I'm not distracting you from another masterpiece. Oh, it's you, Austin. No, not at all. Inspiration is unpredictable, though, so it could come at any moment. I'd like to invite your inspiration over to my place. There's an interesting portrait it might want to see. Sometime later. Splendid. The strokes are so measured, the lines are so evocative. This is a great work. I could admire a masterpiece like this for hours. I wish I had that much time. Great grandpa's portrait needs to be restored as quickly as possible. No problem, Austin. Just let me set up my easel and I'll be good to go. Oh, Svet, I drew in these walls when I was a kid. Dad called my drawings scribbles, and he always complained about how much money they cost him. No more than wallpaper, Mom would reply. She always thought I was a sensitive artist. Let's make Mom happy by papering the walls in the living room with the most beautiful wallpaper we can find. It has to be durable too, though, so Dad is happy. I'd like to give primitivism a try. That will require forgetting anything I ever known about art. You can do it. By the way, what is primitivism? Lisa, have you ever seen kids' drawings on the walls? That's primitivism, and I was really good at it. Do you know what cubism nihilists paint? Sveta, I ordered special breathing wallpaper for the living room. I wonder if it snores at night like that. He doesn't like having competition. Oh, wait, wrong. Austin, honey, the living room looks completely different, but there's still something missing, a final touch. You're right, Mom, we're going to add border to the walls. They're all the rage now. I just hope the wallpaper itself won't rage, otherwise Sparkles will have to tame it. Meow. It turns out that some wallpaper breathes. If it could talk, what would it say? The conference is really interesting, but I still miss home. Aww. The living room feels a lot bigger now. Some might call it an optical illusion, but I call it a job well done. Mom is going to like it, and when Mom is happy, Dad grumbles less. Interior design tip: less decor is better, moderation all things. Of course it is, but our living room transformed when we added borders. Nice. Andy, you outdid yourself this time. I mean, you just stuck to the original. To be honest, I'd like to change the background. Classical portraits always have the most boring backgrounds. Now, let's just order new frames. The old ones are falling apart. I'm surprised they lasted this long. No problem, sir. I can breathe new life into that boring piece of art. My muse is back. I wouldn't mind that. I hope you can restore Grandma's portrait just as well as you restored Grandpa Charles's. Uh. Uh-oh. Oh boy, art can be shocking sometimes. Andy, where's great grandma? Andy, who is that? What is that? Grandma loved flowers, not cubes. Bring her back right now. I've never seen Dad so shocked. You should probably just do what he said. Sir, you did say the painting was grayish. Anyway, it's your call. I can get everything back the way it was, no problem, although I don't quite remember what shape the lady's nose was. I hope her nose is the only problem. I'm sure I can find this painting in one of the old family pictures. I'll be right back. I think it looks kind of cool in my opinion. I didn't think there could be a family resemblance after 2 generations. What do you know? I know what Cusum nihilists do. They make paintings unrecognizable. mm. Dad, does that mean you're speechless? There's no need to panic. Trust me, your great-grandma will look like she did before. Hmm. This is exactly what we need. The portrait is clearly visible in the background. I hope you can get Grandma looking like herself again now. But who's going to restore the artist's bruised ego? Yet another attack on modern art. Aw, sometime later. There you go, William. Everything exactly like it was before, only better. Modern paint doesn't crack or fade over time. Well done, Andy. You have a great memory. Maybe I didn't even need to look for the old pictures. Of course we did. Look at everything that's in them. My young great-grandpa, his Swift, and our living room. These photos are historical. I think the almanac Ellen mentioned in her article would be interested in them. The portraits look as good as new now. Frames are as important to portraits as livery is to butlers. They need to be clean and well-fitting, and they have to complement the actual painting. It's Ellen. I hope I look good. Sometime later. Hello, Ellen. Come on in. We just restored some portraits of Sir Barrow and his wife, so you can see them at their finest now. We found Great-Grandpa's photos in an old safe. The only problem is that we don't have the combination yet. Well, I'd love to take a look at the portraits and old pictures. The historical almanac's readers would certainly find them interesting. Sometime later. These are great shots. Your noble ancestors look so lifelike in them. Do you have anything else that belonged to Sir Barrow? I'm not so sure. We can try to go through that pile of junk. Grandpa's old stuff has to be there. I was going through old photos, and I think life was much better without gadgets and the internet. I ordered stylish portrait frames. They're the living room's second main decoration after the fireplace. Wow, a propeller from Great-Grandpa's plane. And a helmet and a metal plate with a picture on it. You never know what you'll find in our house. I wouldn't be surprised if a whole plane turned up. If I'm not mistaken, these are a propeller and another fragment from Swift, Charles Barrow's plane. The tail number and part of the insignia are still on it. There's so much treasure in with the junk. Let's put Swift's propeller and insignia on display. That plane was everything to Grandpa. Clear prop. Gear up. Cap off, say cheese. You look like a real ace with that helmet on. It looks good on you. Now, where should we put it? I think you should put it on display, like at a museum. This helmet has seen a lot. What a find. I got a book about pilots at the library. They're so brave. Okay, Great-Grandpa's glorious Swift finally found its last resting place. Even though the propeller and insignia are all that's left of it, we should treasure the memory. Wait a minute, Austin. Look, see those digits in the skin? If your great-grandpa loved his plane so much, the tail number might turn out to be the code for the safe. That's right, let's try to open the safe. Grandpa didn't have a good memory for numbers, but that's one he never would have forgotten. Well, Dad, open up. There's something missing. The combination has 6 digits, but there are only 3 in a fragment. How are we supposed to crack the code? I have an idea, but I'll need to go to the archives to prove it. We have plenty of time, but there's nothing to take pictures of. Call me tomorrow. You can take care of the living room while I'm thinking over how we can unlock your safe and get at everything in it. Shit, I hope Ellen thinks of something. In the meantime, I suggest you follow her advice and finally get rid of those shabby carpets. Austin, let's install a security alarm too in case some burglar tries to steal Grandpa's heritage. No need, we have Sparkles. We can just teach him to roar like a lion. Grrr, roar, meow. Sparkles, he's the kind of troublemaker I want to set up the alarm to protect against. The minute you let him out of your sight, he runs off to where he isn't supposed to be. Great, Sveta, now that the dusty old carpets are gone, the air in the living room feels so much cleaner. Boys, I found a lovely painting for our living room, bathing over a red flamingo. I love the pastel shades. Olivia, let's hang it up in the kitchen. Right here we can have Charles Barrow's Hall of Fame. William, honey, pots and pans aren't good company for real works of art. But you spend so much time in the kitchen. If it's there, you'll be able to admire your masterpiece. William, you can pretend you're a treasure hunter as long as you want, but you're cooking your own dinner if the living room is a mess again. It looks like Mom is angry. We better not push her. If she wants it to be cozy, let's find the table of her dreams. And we'll restore the old armchair since Dad loves them so much. Compromises are the best way to avoid fights. That's weird. How come there's some parts left over? The Institute's Guides to Armchair Restoration doesn't mention that. Although the armchair does look much better and more solid than ever, approved by Sparkles. I just hope it doesn't break under Dad's weight. Now let's restore the other armchair for Mom. Ah, well, now my parents can sit facing each other by fireplace to reminisce about old times. Dad always says he fell in love with Mom at first sight. Mom jokes that it took him 2 glances. Dad says the number doesn't matter. What's important is that it's for the rest of their lives. Please welcome the propeller belonging to Granddad's legendary Swift. The parrot heart flying. He started yelling clear prop instead of piastres when he saw great granddad's prop. What a day! I feel like a treasure hunter and a detective all wrapped up in one. I used to test all the chairs myself. Now I have Sparkles for that. Now Mom can read her favorite love stories at the table. I wonder if she finished reading 50 Recipes of Happiness. It was so great that I fell asleep right away. Oh, you restored the old furniture. I guess you and Dad did listen to me. I'm so lucky to have you. You're right, Mom. The living room should be cozy. It's not a museum, but old renovated armchairs look even better than new ones. I agreed. I was just about to try an old recipe, so I hope you get rid of the rest of the trash while I'm cooking. Not everything is junk here. There were even a few antique rugs in excellent condition. They're so rare. When I was a kid, I'd lie on a carpet by the fireplace, reading and watching the fire. Austin, let's put a carpet where it belongs. How do you like the rug, Dad? What about the armchairs? Does it feel cozy now? Oh, well, they're fine. Great armchairs, Austin. They're just as good as new, but what's your point? My point is that antiques can be both cozy and comfortable. Mom understands that too. She just doesn't like it when junk is scattered all over the place. I guess you're right, Austin. Let's make this living room both cozy and historical. I wish we could find a few more of Great Grandpa's rarities. We don't have too many of them. I hope Ellen can think of a way to unlock the old safe. I bet there are tons of interesting things inside. Anyway, let's get to all of that tomorrow. Nothing will stand between me and my dream living room, you'll see. All the posts about repairing works make me sad. Why would you get rid of things that touch history? I remember you saying that everything should be balanced. Old things go well with new ones. Whoops. I forgot. Да. Сейчас, скоро. Huh? I don't get it. Эй, сейчас будет, скоро будет. I have a feeling that I think I'm gonna lose. Я не знаю, где твоя вилка, so использую эту. И, пожалуйста, выключай, уже 30 минут прошло. I was just making, I was just cutting melon for my son. Okay, this is where I'm stopping. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you had a good time. Goodbye.